Live from the Jeff Bezos executive suite, it's The Breaks. Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Breaks. I'm your host, Sean Stone. To my right, stage left, as always, is Joey Ballgame. And we have some amazing product for you today. All of our hard work, all of our struggle to find some select, to find some optic. We've finally done it after going to the New Jersey Card Show this past weekend. And we are thrilled to get into it. Joe, tell people a little bit about it.
Yeah, I mean, we're super excited. Of course, everybody's been looking for optic and now looking for select in store. It's been next to impossible around us. I'm sure in a lot of other areas it's the same. But we were the people selling the sealed product at the New Jersey Card Show. Very fair prices on both select and optic. I didn't catch their name, unfortunately, but yeah, we have a blaster, select blaster for you guys today. Very excited. I personally love the tie-dyes that come out of select. Maybe I think there's a shot at some one-on-ones and definitely a bunch of numbered. See if we can get that up on there for you guys. But very excited. Show was great. Yeah.
Yeah, it really was a great time. Didn't know what to expect coming into it. You never know with these things. It could be in some some hotel lobby or things like that. But this was in a great little event venue, I Play America, down in Freehold. And just a great variety. I thought that was the biggest thing that struck me, was just the amount of different things between memorabilia, between cards, between whatever you would want to find. It did seem, maybe it's just the bias from coming off the National, but it did seem, National lightish for me, Joe. What did you think?
Yeah, it was a very open venue, which I like. Like, it wasn't a lot of bumping and shoving, because they gave room, which was good. There was definitely a lot of vendors. The deals were good too, and like a lot less trying to scalp people, Mm-hmm. Like the National, just trying to basically tee you up because that's where you are and you're going to pay for it. Let's get right into this first select pack. We have a beautiful Troy Polamalu, and it looks like a Sam Ellinger rookie, and we have a die cut of some sort, and that is going to be the Muth.
Oh, okay.
So that is going to be a red and blue die cut.
I like that card.
Not numbered, but that is a gorgeous die cut there. Really like these out of select. Hoping for a tie-dye. Those, I believe, are usually of 25 or so.
I would say that the die cuts are probably my favorite cut on select.
Yes. And then we have an Ian Book. Going to sleeve up this Muth here, who's having a really good start to his season. So that was a good pull there on my fantasy team as well.
Humble brag. Yeah, but talking a little bit about the show, guys, talking about humble brags, we bought a bunch of cards from our friends up in upstate New York, up in Albany, Lucas and Joe.
Yeah, they were great.
They celebrated a fantastic Bills win the other day.
Yes.
So congratulations to you guys for that. And, just a lot of other great vendors, Joe. The thing about it to me, I spoke a little bit about the variety, but it really was to me, I want stuff throughout the years. I want a 60, 70, 80, 100 year span when we're doing stuff like this. And it was really cool to see, just that sort of through the ages. As we showed in our other video, if you want to go check that out, some of our finds from this show.
Right. And it looks like, so we have a beautiful Davis Mills base insert there. In the back, we have a die-cut Marshall Falk, which is going to be a very pretty card. Nothing too crazy, though, so far. But, yeah, I mean, definitely big shout-out to Lucas and Joe. They were super professional. We caught a bunch of deals with them over the weekend.
And our guys from the Wax Mafia up by Boston.
Yeah, they were super cool. I mean, we didn't get to maybe cut the craziest deal with them or anything, but they were just a great conversation. Cool guys. Definitely check out the Wax Mafia. I did want to point something out on the select here, so this is something to look out for. It wasn't on our insert or our Elijah Moore rookie. However, this Devontae Adams has some serious damage on the card coming right out of the pack. right here on my left pointer finger. That is some pretty bad damage. So I'm hoping that there's not a lot of these like that. Don't ever like seeing that.
No, that's one of the biggest buzzkills when you're opening a new product is you see something that's just not up to par, and it's so frustrating. It can be
Yeah, and I
really
mean
frustrating.
that's just clear damage. I mean that is a damaged card. So, but like I said, it wasn't on a rookie or die cut, so I'm not too worried about it. But to spin into the state of the NFL itself,
Wild Sunday.
Wild Sunday. Monday didn't really as much live up to par as far as excitement, unless you were, of course, a Bills or an Eagles fan.
Yep.
But how about those Giants, huh?
Yeah, 2-0 Giants. It really was. It was like almost the perfect weekend to have a card show. Maybe not for everybody. Certainly the Trey Lance people with the Trey Lance stock out there are feeling for you today, man.
Definitely, and feeling for Trey Lance too. That is just a bum break for a guy who finally got his shot.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And one of the deals we were overhearing this weekend, there's a lot of back and forth, was about a Trey Lance.
Yes.
Between a father and a son, and our buddy Lucas from upstate in
Ooh,
Albany.
that is going to, sorry to cut you off, Sean.
No.
That is going to be a gorgeous turbocharged Josh
That
Allen.
card is hot.
Don't know the exact rarity per se. We can take a look. I don't know if it's going to be numbered. It's not numbered, but that is just a pretty card.
That is a really cool card. And great timing by Josh to pop in here just as we're talking about his Buffalo Bills.
Absolutely. And then we look like we have a Ricky Williams on the back. But yeah, so sorry to cut you off. Go back. You can definitely get back to it.
No, Joe, absolutely. And it was funny to hear because it was the two big names that were being discussed. It was either Herbert or Allen, and then it was Trey Lance was on the two sides of the deal.
Yeah.
And with everything that's gone down this weekend between Herbert's rib injury, Trey Lance unfortunately going down for the year with that ankle injury, big shifts on the card market, and people might have really made away this weekend by getting off their stock while they still had time. So.
Yeah, and of course we know, and I don't think it needs to be said, but we will say it anyway. The card value of Trey Lance is obviously secondary, and we want to see him back and healthy.
Absolutely.
Not even just from an investment perspective, but just as a football fan.
Yeah, the football's better when the Niners are good, and it really seemed like we were about to have one of those really magical years from him, and he never got a fair shake. Like that game last week was a rainout. He breaks his ankle in the first quarter of this game. There's going to be a lot of people writing the story of Trey Lance, especially in the hobby, and that's unfortunate. Just from a personal perspective, I get this is a financial game. People got to make their money, but it's to give up on a guy, and the vitriol and the hatred that he will receive. That's not his fault. He's playing the game he loves. He's doing his job. That's unfortunate. It's an ugly piece of this what we do here, but. It's also, the name of the game. Nice Micah rookie up top there.
Nice Micah rookie. So it looks like we're going to have another insert there. I'm going to try and slide that back. But nice Micah. And there we go. We get a Trevor Lawrence.
There we go.
Now, but let me say, you want to talk about card damage?
Ooh.
Come on, Panini. This thing is jacked up. Wow. I mean, I don't know if we can get a close-up shot of that, but this thing, if we can get a nice shine maybe to show it, is jacked up from here down to basically his face of the helmet.
Jeez.
That's rough stuff, Panini. That's two in this box now, and this isn't from the box shaking around. This is from the factory.
Yeah.
So
gotta do better.
And this is what we were talking about. The last one wasn't the rookie. This is a very sought-after rookie. Quality control, man. I know Fanatics has taken over in a couple years, and you guys don't care anymore. But please, come on.
It's like DirecTV. They have no more incentive to be good.
God. There's a beautiful, we're going to try and keep the vibes high here. I mean, a beautiful Rob Gronkowski red-blue die cut here.
Catching a lot of die cuts.
Yeah, and we like that.
I love die cuts. It's perplexing.
Yeah, and then select, I believe, this silver Calvin Ridley on the back. It's interesting. See you next year.
Tough stuff.
But really, I can't believe I kind of called the shot there of getting a damaged rookie. That's very upsetting. Don't really know what I'm going to do with this. I guess we can email Panini, right?
I guess, we're going to have to. That's a valuable card.
Oh, so it goes.
Yeah, but, Jags another surprise of this weekend. Trevor Lawrence really seems to have found his footing there in Jacksonville. Yes. Some of the other surprises, Joe, you mentioned the 2-0 New York Giants.
Of course.
They're going to get their mettle tested this weekend against Cooper Rush.
Yes,
the Dallas Cowboys.
The Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys, who are coming off a win against the Cincinnati Bengals, and that is a complete trap game on Monday night.
I know we watched that game yesterday, Joe. If you would have asked me who won the game between the Bengals and the Cowboys, I think I would have told you the Bengals won.
I know, but hey, I know what these kind of games look like usually for the Giants, and it's going to be a trap game. It's going to be a really close game.
Yeah, if they're giving the Cowboys points, think about it.
Yeah,
is what we're saying. A field goal is probably going to decide this game. If the lines are getting crazy and people are, sniffing what the Giants are selling, then it might be a good time, even as a Giants fan, maybe get a little hedge in there and put some money on the Cowboys. But Joe, to me, the biggest story coming out of this weekend has to be the Miami Dolphins.
Absolutely, 2-0.
It looked unbelievable. We talk about Trey Lance and how his stock has unfortunately plummeted due to the injury. Nice card there.
Yeah, that's a really nice hidden talent. I don't really know why. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, James Harrison's not a hidden talent, but
also kind of is ripping off CBS. But is that not the CBS logo?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and then we get a goat, which is always nice. Very nice, very solid, nice looking card there.
Yeah, but see, all the cards in that pack seem pretty okay.
Yeah, and the only packs that have had a damaged card so far have been the two that I'll show every one now. That has some damage now that we've gotten the Trevor Lawrence mishap there, but hoping everybody else got some better luck than that.
Yeah, and the Dolphins definitely had better luck this weekend, Joe. Just an unbelievable game to watch, and what was really a pretty boring weekend, I would say, in terms of NFL football. But the Dolphins-Ravens game had enough electricity to power a small country. But just between Tyreek and Waddle alone, not even counting, how explosive and amazing Lamar was that day, and how we've forgotten how incredible he can be.
Absolutely.
But there is a part of me that is wondering, we get those games every once in a while. I do feel like we could, I think we might be going a little too hard on the Dolphins. I think the Ravens are really banged up, and I don't know if you're the guy that has Waddle or Tyreek on your fantasy team. Joe has Tyreek. Good for you guys. Great. Existence 40 points. I just wouldn't expect it every week. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe not. Let's not act like they're the greatest offense ever just yet.
Yeah.
The danger is there though, and Tua did show up in a game where Lamar Jackson, absolutely balled out. It was forgotten about because of Tua Tagovailoa. I think I got his name right there.
Yeah, that was good.
And that needs to be talked about because Lamar Jackson is an MVP in this league, and he played pretty much his best ball on Sunday and lost. Mm-hmm. And I think that should be something to be counted for the Dolphins going forward, is that they're not a team to mess around with.
No, and then I think the biggest thing that it was proven is if you're on them, you got to step on their throats.
Yeah.
This is a team that has big playability, unlike maybe any team we've ever seen. And they're an incredible offense. And just as we're wrapping up here, Joe, I want to just quickly say from last night's football game, Vikings frauds? Yes.
Yes. I think yes. And I think it's just the fact that we know their ceiling didn't get any higher from last season to this season. Yeah, the new offense, yeah, this, yeah, that. They have the same quarterback.
Yep.
It will be the same performance. It is hindering them. He cannot play in prime time. I think his record is 2-37 in prime time games.
Yeah.
It's a shame because Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, you think, how can you lose? But a shame. They're not the biggest frauds, though, because I think that would go to the Colts.
Yeah. There's a lot of I think frauds is a great great thing to track for us next week as we get into some optic. But for today, Joe, we had a fun break with this select. We had some good stuff. Why don't you tell people a little review of what we got today?
Yeah, as I'm just going to sleeve up this last rookie here. Definitely a fun rip and good-looking cards. Very disappointed at the card quality. It's going to give me, and I would assume Sean as well, some hesitation going forward breaking this stuff for you guys. Because I don't want to break damaged product, and for myself or for you guys.
Yeah.
That's just tough stuff. But, we're not going to let that dissuade us here. So, I mean, we did get the Trevor Lawrence rookie, which is just not good. But Micah Parsons rookie, got a nice Russell Wilson insert here. Still in the Seattle uniform, but we got probably our second favorite card that we pulled, the Rob Gronkowski die cut. That looks nice there.
That's a nice card.
And then I think my favorite would be right here, the turbocharged Josh Allen. Travis Kelce.
That's a really cool card to just be an insert.
Yes, I agree. I don't think it has any crazy short print. We're gonna find out obviously when we get off of our video here, but yeah, I mean, so Travis Kelce, so James Harrison insert, Tommy Tremble rookie, Trey Sermon rookie. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, we always know that Select does tend to be a tough rip on the retail end. And a Michael Carter rookie as well. I think that covered all of them. No, sorry. Elijah Moore, Davis Mills, and the Muth.
Guys, we actually, I was, as we were talking, I kind of got lost in the sauce for a second. We did pretty okay for this, Select is definitely not the easiest retail rip. I think we were talking a little bit about this before the show, probably just because it was never meant to be a retail product.
Yeah, not originally.
It's kind of tough. But, I still had a great stuff. I really enjoyed doing this. We're going to be back next week, guys.
Downtown hunting.
Yes, sir. We got an optic blaster. We're looking to grab a little bit more before that video, but I got a good feeling about this one, guys. I feel the downtown coming our way. Going to be something crazy. Stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for our other videos this week. We got a little recap of the trade show coming to some of the stuff we got over there. Make sure you're checking that out, and make sure that you're liking and subscribing to Bay Trading Company. The first 100 subscribers are entered to win a giveaway. There are 3 different prizes at this time. We're working to build that. We want to bring more to that, but we'll have a little bit more information about that for you guys later. Until then, thank you so much for checking out the breaks. We'll see you guys next time.